Good evening and welcome. I'm Sheila Balgobin and I am the Dream Detective, and I help you to sleep better and to find the gold in the gobbledygook of your dreams so you can live the life you dream of. Tonight, just like to share some thoughts with you about knowing when you're on the right track. And this idea for this came to me when I sat for a minute and thought about what it is I wanted to see happen in my life. And what I realized is that we're very good generally at determining what we don't want. I don't like this. I don't want that. I don't. But we're less able, it seems, to actually know when we're doing something that is actually meant for us to be doing. In other words, are we on the right path? Well, the only person that can determine that is ourselves. And I found that there are a couple of clues that you can help you to realize whether you're on the right track for you or not. And the first thing is that no matter what's going on, no matter what's happening, no matter what other people around you are saying or doing or thinking about what you're doing or intending to do, if you can accept all of that and deal with all of that, but still feel a sense of peace and purpose, then you're probably doing what you're meant to be doing. You're on the right track. Conversely, what I have found to be the case is that when you're not quite getting it right, or you're not on the right track, and have gotten completely off your path, you start to encounter resistance. Everything becomes a struggle, everything becomes a problem. You keep prying open doors and they keep slamming shut in your face, whether literally or figuratively. But there's no flow there. It becomes very choppy, very um, just very difficult. I find that when we're in the zone, as people like to say when they're talking about sports, but you can be in the zone in any area of your life. I mean, for me, when I was doing singing on a regular basis, I knew my best singing was happening when I was in that zone where I was almost kind of outside of the process and just letting it flow. And that to me is the biggest clue that you're on the right track, that you're following the path that you need to travel, is that there's a sense of ease, of just kind of flowing from one thing to the other without a whole lot of resistance. And to me, the resistances are there for a purpose, to get you to stop and think for a minute. Am I on the right track? Or have I gotten derailed or, or displaced some kind of way? I mean, you could think of it as a journey. In the journey of our lives, there are times where we need to, change trains, go back a couple of stops, take the express and skip ahead. So in a sense, we always know when we're on the right track if we only pay attention. And again, it's about resistance. If you're finding that you're forcing your actions or forcing a situation or relationship or whatever the case may be, chances are that there's something about that situation or person or whatever the case may be, or state of mind, that needs to be reconsidered, to actually stop for a minute and check out whether you're actually on the right track. Now, how this came up for me was I've been pursuing a particular objective, a particular plan with regard to my business and my future, and wondering, have I really got this wrong? Why aren't things happening at the speed I think they should be happening and in the way they should be happening? But for each and every halt each and every blockages from me moving forward, it gave me the opportunity to stop and consider, am I on the right path? And sometimes the answer would be yes, but things that, take the time that they're meant to take, and you just have to sit your butt down somewhere and wait for things to be in place. And sometimes the answer is, no, you got this wrong. You think about this before you make your next move. And so this, to me, the simplest rule of thumb is, do you feel like you're pushing water uphill or not? If you're pushing water uphill, and you can imagine what that kind of task that's like, then maybe you need to stop and let the water splash over you and think a minute about what you're doing and whether you're actually on the right path, or maybe you need to stop pushing the river uphill and move in a different direction. But however, if you're in the flow of things, the river will carry you along from one place, one person, one experience to the next, and it'll be relatively smooth. So I would challenge you to think about where in your life you have gotten stuck, you can't seem to move forward, move backward, and need to perhaps stop pushing the river uphill. Is there some person, some relationship, some way of thinking that is causing you difficulty? That may be just the time when you need to step back and consider, is that person, place, thing the right direction for you to be moving towards? Or do you need to change direction or go double back? Sometimes we need to double back in order to move forward. That happens. So I leave you with that thought, and I hope you in the days to come, that you'll consider, where is your life flowing and where is it being dammed up, and what you can do about it. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Have a fantastic evening and rest of the week, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.